Durk definitely slimed Zoo. Zoo knew a whole lot. And they had, you know what I'm saying, I told y'all, even before it publicly came out that Durk and Zoo had fell out, y'all, Durk would never let Zoo be out here with all that inside information. He was never gonna be, you know, he could have tried to separate himself, he could have tried to do whatever, but he was a liability to Durk.
Alright y'all, now let's just make this very clear real quick before we even get into this video, right? I'm assuming that just because we post videos concerning allegedly people feeling like Durk has something to do with THF Bayzoo being unalive, they think it's get together and slander Bayzoo time or start a F Lil Durk campaign. But nah, that's not what this is about. See, these days most people are just covering this case along with the King Von situation for clicks and views because it's a popular thing to talk about now. But for us, that's not what it's about, and it didn't start like that. The difference with us is majority of the people that's covering these topics now, back in 2020 and 2021, they weren't. In fact, like I said before, they were more so calling people like us or Galahagin crazy or conspiracy theorists. But the reason we even started covering these topics in the first place was bigger than Durk, OTF, and just Chicago, period. The reason we started was to bring awareness to the corruption that go on in that music industry and how everything isn't what you think it is, and it just so happened that King Von was unalived around that time, and we happened to point out a lot of weird behavior within his untimely demise. Whereas now everyone realized that it get views, so these days they're just pulling all type of narratives and stories out their butts just for clicks and views. But if you look back to what we were saying a couple years ago, the story never changed with us. And that's the difference between us and a lot of them other guys. As far as Bayzoo go, it just so happened that everything that's coming out now within his RICO trial, where people are alleging that Durk may have had something to do with his demise allegedly, it just aligns with everything we've been saying, which is why for the ones that's just now catching up to speed, I brought a flashback video for y'all from 2 years ago. We started to notice that Lil Durk and Bayzoo didn't seem as cool as they was with each other at some point in time. We stopped really seeing them around each other as well. And then he went on to create the handlers involving a selected few of guys from THF 46. Then Lil Zay Osama would kind of confirm it unknowingly when he would make fun of THF Bayzoo during an interview he had with DJ Academics, claiming that Bayzoo is now back in Chicago wearing a dirty wife beater because he didn't do the right thing with his money.
Zoo a good nigga though, for real, Zoo a good nigga. But he back in the trenches wearing white beaters all day. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. He ain't do the right thing with the little money he was getting, man.
Now in this video that we bring it back, this is of the time we caught Durk and Bayzoo kind of sneak dissing each other, and Bayzoo also sent a message to both Durk and Tay Savage after Tay Savage would do an interview with YouTuber King AK-47. Keep in mind at that time, AK-47 was already calling Bayzoo a snitch as it was. So to see Tay Savage do an interview with him about Bayzoo, knowing that he called him a snitch already, and when he was asked if he thought Zoo was a snitch, he just laughed and said he don't know, that was kind of where everything was basically confirmed. Not to mention, we already knew it was slick tension between these guys after people would compare Tay Savage to King Von, and he agreed, but Bayzoo would come out and shut it down saying there's only one King Von and nobody else is like him. Y'all gonna see everything in this video, but before we get into it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm, and if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up y'all, there's no way you're watching this video for free right now, where you could be getting paid literally just for playing games while this video play in the background at the same time. Only difference is the increase in your bank account. Now I'm not saying you'll get rich, but I am saying that you could easily make something while doing nothing except for sitting on the couch playing games if you download the app Free Cash. Tap or click the link I pinned in the comment section or scan the QR code that I put right here on the screen. Also, if you use my link right now, they give you a little sum to start off with just for signing up. So if you want a little Uber Eats or something to snack on and don't feel like dipping into your own wallet, play a few games so you don't have to spend your own ends. Now let's get back to the video. Now for y'all that don't know what's going on, allow me to fill y'all in real quick. Lately, Bayzoo has been going back and forth on social media with YouTuber slash blogger King AK-47. AK-47 would accuse Bayzoo and Durk of putting a crime on King Von, indicating that whenever you put a crime on someone, whether they're alive or not, it's still a form of cooperation. Then after that, Bayzoo would challenge AK and another blogger to a fight for $10,000, but the fight managed to not go through with either one of them. Now on top of all that going on, Bayzoo would be called the Snitch by an old affiliate of his that went by the name THF Bayzoo, as he would do an interview with 16 Shottam's Vigil. Then some paperwork would drop, or should I say it kind of been out, but for some reason everyone chose to pay attention to it recently. But it's been revealed and it showed that Bayzoo is implemented in the paperwork identifying guys to the police. So it's safe to say that Bayzoo himself has had a very busy week on social media, where he was going back and forth with AK and then had his name tied to Snitch allegations. So with all that going on, Lil Durk would make an interesting IG post where people would allege that he was referring to Bayzoo. And the fact that we haven't been seeing the two together like that made matters even worse, because now fans feel that it's kind of been confirmed. Now Lil Durk would take to his IG story to say, quote, "No negative energy around. I don't got no BS going on around me. I could honestly say I'm back happy, and this is where I make the best music for the world. Trophy emoji. Smirk about to drop soon." Now real quick, y'all, is it just me, or does it seem like Durk drop an album or a project every other day? You know, I don't know, but anyway, considering everything that's been going on with Bayzoo lately, people automatically assume that Lil Durk is referring to Bayzoo because of the timing of the post. Because who else or what else could he be referring to, right? And even if he wasn't referring to Bayzoo, why would he choose a time like this to post that? Either it was purposely done or he don't know what common courtesy is. Perfect example, that's like one of my friends going through it with his girlfriend and I know about it. Then when I'm around them both, I say something like, "If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but ain't one." You see what I'm saying? It's just a time and place for everything, and it's just certain things you just don't say or do out of common courtesy. But things like that comes with character and expose who you truly are at the end of the day. Now, Bayzoo never responded directly to the post by Durk, despite the rumors that it was about him, but he did post a cryptic message of his own shortly after Durk's post. He would repost a clip of Black Youngster's song called "I'm Assuming" and choose a very interesting part where Youngster would say, quote, "All that throwing them slick shots on the gram, that's how you end up dead. And I don't got no love for a P word, I want off with his head. And I don't give no F's about what you read, you know my ops they bled. I done bust off shots for N-words because them N-words scared. Ask me what I rep that red, black gang far from red. N-word tried to clip me like some dreads, ski mask on his head. N-words don't want no smoke, cause when it come to wartime, these N-words scared. I'm the type of N-word to put money on your head, come kill you for it and get the bread." Very interesting to repost after Durk posted what he posted, which would be considered a slick shot on the gram. Not to mention, we gotta remember that live that Tay Savage just did with King AK-47 when he was kind of laughing about the whole situation and said he needed more, like he don't believe. He need more to believe it or whatever the case may be. And that's prevalent because we're going to get back to that a little later. Now, most people with sense would say, well, these guys got each other's numbers, so instead of getting on social media and throwing subs at each other, why don't they just call each other? And guess what? Very good question. Because sometimes I think the same thing. However, social media seem to be everybody's go-to whenever they have a problem with something or somebody. Now, on top of that clip, Zoo also will post some strange messages referring to being used, loyalty, and a few other things that have supporters feeling like it's all directed towards Lil Durk. The latest of those messages will come as of today when Zoo will make an interesting post about a sacrificial lamb. As y'all know, Zoo is of Muslim beliefs, so when he speaks on a sacrificial lamb, it also correlates to the practices of the religion as well. At least that's what I think. But before we get into that, let's see what Bayzoo had to say. Now, he would take to his story to say, quote, "When everything going good, some bad come right behind it, or some go wrong. As a team, y'all supposed to be strong though, and ready for this ish military minded, especially if y'all already know that's the devil working. If the love real, y'all gonna fix that together. It's a circle, y'all supposed to have, triangle or rectangle, whatever the shape may be, long as we talk to each other, we got this ish. Ain't no more laughing at each other, we cut them type of N-words off. When it's time to eat, don't break or bend, It's time to lock in. God ain't making me no microwavable food. I'm that meat grandma let marinate for a day before she cook it. I know we gonna handle it for sure. Tape on the way, I pushed it back. Mashallah, God has willed it. Now peep the part where he says, as a team, y'all supposed to be strong though and ready for this ish. Military minded, especially if y'all already know that's the devil working. If the love real, y'all gonna fix that together. Then where he says, ain't no more laughing at each other, we cut them type N-words off. Now once again, if y'all pay attention, I personally think that part was aimed at Tay Savage. Just a couple days ago, Tay Savage went live with King AK-47, and Tay was laughing at the Bayzoo allegations and saying how he don't know what to believe in the situation between Zoo and his allegations. Now right there, as a friend, that's a red flag. Right? Because saying you don't know is too close to you sounding like you agree, but just don't want to say you agree for the sake that it's someone you're affiliated with. Right? Because if you disagree, you just say, I disagree. Right? Or just don't say nothing at all. Not, oh, I don't know. And to be honest, I think that's what Zoo was referring to when he said, ain't no more laughing at each other, we cut them N-words off. Then y'all also got to remember that they kind of already had tension between each other when everybody was calling Tay Savage the next King Von, or calling him King Von, or comparing him to King Von. And then when Bayzoo made that post saying it's only one Von, and he was saying something to the extent of these guys don't compare. I forgot the exact words verbatim, but pretty much that was the thing. And then Tay Savage also replied. It was a whole big thing back then. But I think that type of tension kind of leads up to now, and Bayzoo is pretty much saying, listen, I'm tired of it. We cutting them off. Ain't no more laughing, ain't no more none of that. We cutting them type of guys off because, like I said, once you say you don't know, that's too close to you sounding like you agree. If you didn't agree, you just say, I disagree. Or you just say, listen, I don't know. Not laugh with them. Right? And I know y'all swear just because we bloggers or YouTubers, we don't go through anything. But first off, if you ever have to question someone's loyalty or love, that's your cue that you should distance yourself off rip. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Simple. And if you didn't think that Bayzoo made himself clear about everything before, this post says it all. Ain't no more laughing at each other. We cut them off. And that's actually a fact. If you have anyone around you that's laughing or throwing subliminals or acting weird instead of helping you whenever you're going through something, especially publicly, cut those type of guys off ASAP. They're not your real friends. Anybody that's willing to display any type of weird behavior while you're going through something is not someone you should keep around because they're untrustworthy. For instance, right, if I got a friend being called out publicly for whatever allegations, I'm not going to say anything publicly if I don't know. The best thing to do is to consult with him behind the scenes and straighten it out behind the scenes. And even if I do feel he's guilty or he did bad, even if we got to sit there and be embarrassed publicly together because people don't know that we spoke behind the scenes, that's what we're going to do, because as my friend, that's how I support, by keeping my thoughts to myself. You see what I'm saying? Now in private, I might be like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know what's going on, but you did bad. But that's between me and him. That's not for the world to see or know because I don't care what they think. But that's the problem. These days, everyone living for attention and cool points. Kicking someone while they're down just shows the type of person you are. That's not how real men move. If y'all pay attention, everyone else associated with Zoo that seems like kind of close to him, even though these paperwork stories and allegations have came out, they're quiet about it. Because that's what you do publicly when your friends is going through something publicly. Especially when you don't know what to believe, because even if I believe that my friend may be guilty, if I'm asked about it, I don't joke about it. I don't laugh about it. Because that seems like you're being funny. In a situation like that, the best thing to do is you say, look, that's none of my business. That's that man's business. Y'all go ask him. Simple. And you end it just like that. But when you sit there and indulge in it and you laugh and you kind of asking questions and y'all laughing about it, like it just don't sit right. At least for me, your real friends either going to defend you or keep quiet about it. All that joking and trolling or being funny or subliminals, those ain't your real friends, man. Simple. Now, for y'all that don't know, when someone refers to a sacrificial lamb, it usually means when someone or something is sacrificed so something or someone else can live better. I mean, someone else pretty much. Now, in the Muslim culture, if I'm correct, I think a lamb or a goat, they're like a valuable thing. So when they sacrifice one, it's like an offering to the higher power, if I'm not mistaken. So they kind of see it as doing something good in order to live good or pure or something like that. Don't quote. Now the proper definition would say, quote, 1, a lamb killed as an offering to the gods. 2, a person who is sacrificed, not literally, for the greater good of some cause. So yeah, pretty much the same thing. I don't know if Bayzoo is referring to himself or someone else as the sacrificial lamb. I'm assuming, they're pretty much trying to throw him under the bus, and he feels that. So he feels that he may be the sacrificial lamb for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I'm sure Bayzoo knows. I'm sure whoever he's referring to knows. It's pretty obvious, but y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think he's referring to Tay Savage or Lil Durk, or who y'all think he's referring to? Now y'all take what y'all want from that, but here's what I would say. There's going to be a lot going on when that trial starts, because I'm assuming being that they dropped the little tidbits before trial and it's already looking crazy, I could only imagine the stuff they actually know and the proof that they have to back it up. Because as y'all know, they bring out all the receipts that they have when it comes trial time. Oh, and one more thing. Someone sent us a video, right, of a couple bloggers who's saying that allegedly Bayzoo was paid a certain amount of money from Durk to pay a witness, and they're saying that that's why he was unalive, because he knew too much about that and they wanted to get him out the way. Listen, let me tell y'all right now, I got no idea about that one. I never heard of that one, so I can't validate that or give any credibility to it. Y'all check in on whoever told y'all that and ask them about their resources or whatever you would like to know concerning that, but I'm here saying that I have no idea about Durk allegedly giving this man money to pay a witness, or whatever the case may be. If that was in fact true and the government feel that that did happen, I'm sure it'll come out during trial, right? Or maybe it'll drop before trial starts, who knows? But like I said, y'all check in on the people that told y'all that, and y'all get whatever source from them or whatever you want to know, because me personally, I have no idea. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Rest in peace to Zoo. Y'all jump in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out. Are you tired of a bunch of social media gurus promising you results with their course, but all they do is take a bunch of information off YouTube and Google, then sell it to you? Well, look no further. Our YouTube Tips and Tricks Masterclass course comes equipped with SEO tips and tricks, along with methods we use to growth hack our YouTube channel. It also includes step-by-step ways to publish your video before uploading to guarantee a great SEO score, therefore your videos can rank and be shown to a bigger audience. Views and subscribers don't come by luck, and just how YouTube have an algorithm, you should have one as well that can guarantee you results. We doing websites and softwares we personally use to generate money creating Faces YouTube channels. If you also would like to skip the process and just buy other pre-built accounts, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we also threw that in there for you too. We went through trial and error, so you don't have to. Click the link in the description or the comments and get started today.